All right, welcome back. We have an established shot with Sheriff Villanueva now, thanks to our photographer, Mike Armijo, who hustled to get this clean shot. Okay, let's get your response. You just heard, going to break, you just heard Supervisor Kuehl basically say that this was retaliation. You say?
Well, I say we actually, when we have a criminal complaint, which we did, this originated from an employee from the MTA, a whistleblower, who coincidentally just settled with the County of LA, I believe, for $750,000 for retaliation that she experienced at the hands of the MTA in the county. And that was the initiation of the criminal complaint and the criminal investigation that our public corruption unit embarked on. And it's been taking quite a few years, as you can tell. It's been, I think, 2 or 3 years since the inception, and a search warrant was approved by a judge, and it was executed this morning, and that leads us to where we're at right now.
I mean, she says that even though you recused yourself from this investigation, you know all the people that are involved with it, that the judge is your friend, and that this is all really something that you're doing as a way to get back at the board. What do you say to that?
Well, any movement to try to discredit a judge who I've never met, I don't even know their name or what they look like, is laughable at, at face value. And I think she has bigger concerns right now. She start focusing on her defense and those involved, because we're kicking this to the Attorney General on the interference and the obstruction of justice. And remember, in a lot of corruption cases, we take these investigations in good faith, we do our due diligence, we document everything scrupulously, and we turn it over to the appropriate prosecutorial agency. And keep in mind, it's the cover-up that typically ends up being worse than the crime itself. And right here, we're talking about a lot of money that was allegedly embezzled from the County of LA, and the taxpayers are the ones that are losing out when we have these sweetheart deals and sole source contracts.
Yeah, with very little benefit to taxpayers. All right, let's bring in Phil Schuman. He's been covering this story for us live from outside Supervisor Kuehl's home in Santa Monica. Phil?
I have 2 quick questions, Sheriff. Thanks for your time. When you formed this public corruption unit, you went to great lengths to announce that you, quote, recused yourself, a legal term, to distance yourself to avoid any allegations of conflict of interest. Yet you're now calling on the Attorney General to investigate this so-called leak, and now you're on live TV talking about it. So how is that recusing yourself from this investigation?
Because I still remain recused from the investigation. My Undersheriff Tim Murakami is the one that leads or provides leadership to the public corruption unit. They did their entire investigation. They made all decisions and ran the decisions through him. I had no involvement whatsoever. They gave me an update periodically, and the last update was, hey, we're doing a search warrant tomorrow, a multi-location search warrant. So I have no impact or decision-making in this process. That is a proper recusal. Of course, I'm not going to be absolutely blind of what they're doing. They just give me the updates at the appropriate times. Remember, Murakami is the decision maker on this. That is appropriate.
The leak. Regarding the leak, where Sheila Kuehl said that she was tipped off by Max Huntsman, Patty Giggins, the Peace Over Violence executive director, apparently tipped off as well. Wouldn't it make sense logically that since your department was the only people who knew about these raids, that the leak would have come from someone within your department?
Well, it could have come from someone within the department, or someone within the department innocently informing or seeking advice from county council. Then county council are the ones, and we already know county council are one of the ones mentioned by Sheila Kuehl. So that is part of the investigation, and we're more than happy to assist the Attorney General in their investigation. If it reveals that one of our employees was involved in it, they're going to face consequences as well. I promise you that.
So where do we go from here? What are the next steps in all this? And if this does come down to LA County DA George Gascon, are you confident he's going to go forward with charges?
The charges on this are not going to be presented to the DA Gascon because, one, he is definitely, let's just say he's not an objective, unbiased person in this matter. He has been endorsed and supported by the Board of Supervisors. We are not going to get anything out of him in terms of an honest prosecutorial decision. That'll have to be either to the Attorney General's office or to a federal entity.
Despite your recusal role, if you're Sheila Kuehl tonight, supervisor, which she has been for many terms now, how concerned do you think that she should be? Do you foresee her going to prison?
Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but her comments sound an awful lot like the comments of Donald Trump when the FBI did the raid on Mar-a-Lago. I mean, it's uncanny when you compare the two. And I think it's going to be up to the criminal justice system, let the evidence and the facts support either they get exonerated, they're declared innocent, or there's a conviction, but that is out of our hands. Our role is only the investigation, and we turn it over to someone else, and that's how we have the appropriate checks and balances in our criminal justice system.
Well, that may be the first time that Sheila Kuehl has ever been compared to Donald Trump, which was not necessarily what we were expecting tonight. Sheriff Villanueva, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We will see you 1 week from tonight for our sheriff's debate, you versus Robert Luna, right here on Fox 11. That'll be 6 to 7 next week at this time. In the meantime, have a good night to you. Phil, thank you for your reporting on this as well, and we'll have more on all of this tonight on the Fox 11 News at 10.
And then a quick programming note for tomorrow, because of Thursday Night Football, we will be preempted.
Yes, so it's going to be the Chargers and the Chiefs, a really good game. Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit will have the call tomorrow night right here. We'll have pregame and postgame for that, and we'll be back on Friday night with more of the Fox 11 News special
And
report.
the pregame starts with the Fox 11 News at 3 o'clock tomorrow, special edition.
Yep.